So this is my 23-week video. I am getting up there. Belly's starting to pop. I'm feeling very pregnant now, and it's starting to kick in. Like, oh my gosh, in a few months I'm gonna have a baby. Another one. So I am feeling good, but you know, it's starting to kick in. Like, okay, we have to start getting ready for this. I'm wearing my summer dress, and I wish I could tell you who made this dress, but I actually bought this in anticipation of having the baby, and the tags aren't in it anymore, so I can't tell you who it is. But the one thing I love about this dress, and this is something to remember when you're shopping for your maternity stuff, is that this dress has the cuts in all the right places. The last thing you want to do when you're pregnant is feel like a house. And so many maternity clothes, what they do is they have the cut from right here, and it just drops down, and it drops down in front, and it drops down in back. And it gives you absolutely no shape whatsoever. And so you feel bigger. You look bigger than you are, you feel bigger than you are. And a lot of people don't like maternity clothes just for that very reason. And the thing that I like about this is that it has the elastic band right here. It's just stretchy enough to hike me in a little bit, and it's just stretchy enough to be very comfortable while I'm pregnant. So when you do shop for those pregnancy clothes, look for the right cuts that still give you your shapeliness, and at the same time it's very comfortable for you and gives you that stretchy room in there. But check this out. I mean, I actually have a belly now, 23 weeks. So, summer's here, fully into pregnancy, and I'm feeling it. So one of the major issues in pregnancy, and what a lot of women don't like to talk about when they're pregnant, is your sex life. What happens to your sex life when you're pregnant? And every single woman is different, so whatever I say doesn't necessarily apply to you. But there are ways to keep your sex life going when you're pregnant. For me, in the first trimester, my sex drive goes because I'm having nausea and I just don't feel good. I'm overly exhausted. And so, not so much sex drive there. But by the time I get to the second trimester, I'm starting to feel better, I'm getting my energy level back, and I start to have much more sex drive. And then in my third trimester is when it seems like my hormones are going wacko, and I want to have sex all the time, and it's much more intense. The intensity is a lot more in the third trimester. It kind of builds. Like the second trimester, it's intense, and then the third trimester, it's just really intense, and you know, you just want to keep having sex. But one of the things that stops women with their sex drive, and just, it's not even their sex drive, it's just the thought of having sex, is that they are getting bigger and they don't feel attractive, and it kind of keeps you from, that self-consciousness keeps you from wanting to have sex. But you know what? When you're pregnant, you have pheromones going, and you're just as sexy as always, and I'm sure your husband definitely wants to have sex just as much as you want to have sex. So one of the things is to think of when you're pregnant is take this as an opportunity to be more experimental. Try things that you haven't tried before, positions that you haven't tried before. People, especially if you've been married for a while, you have a tendency to get stuck in a rut where you kind of do the same thing all the time. And when you're pregnant, those same positions might not be very comfortable. And, you know, the baby it's right in here. When you are on your back, it puts pressure on your spine, it puts pressure on your organs, and so laying on your back might not be very comfortable to have sex. On the other hand, literally just tweaking to one side a little bit and maybe having one leg raised takes that pressure off of those wrong points, and you don't get that any pain or discomfort. And all it takes is just a little bit of tweaking. A lot of women when they're pregnant, they find that doggy style is better, and you know, you just gather some pillows and give yourself a little extra support. There's nothing that should keep you from having sex while you're pregnant. It's just making adjustments, tweaking a little bit. Use the pillows in your bed. Try being sometimes on your side more, bending knees, just little adjustments, or just try entirely new things that you've never tried before. But when you're pregnant, you'd be amazed at how much more intense it can be. So don't let it stop you. Try to be more experimental and enjoy it. You should be able to enjoy it even more. And there are some women out there, and that they go, I've never had an orgasm, until they got pregnant. And then all of a sudden they had orgasms. And then they were having orgasms after they were pregnant. So use this as an opportunity to either improve your sex life or discover things you've never discovered before.